It is time to turn Air Force into an air raid team. So here we go, guys. Air Force is actually coming off of some really strong seasons. I did not realize this, but we have to transform them into an air raid team, which I know they are currently not. So the personnel is not going to match what we are doing, but the rules of this rebuild are Heisman. We can recruit whoever we want. We play every single snap. We're going to run a 3-3-5 defense, prioritizing speed and man coverage. And on offense, we are not allowed to call a designed run play. Yes, you heard that right. 0 run plays whatsoever. The QB can scramble, but that's it. So before we even look at our board, we need to go figure out who's on this roster. And I think the best way to do that is by seeing who we can redshirt. So all these guys are true players, which is interesting. John Busha is an 85 speed junior, and he's the only guy that's actually any good. Let's redshirt Johnson and Matthews. Actually, no, we don't need to redshirt Matthews. Matthews is not going to be relevant because he's 59 overall, even though he's a freshman. We don't need to redshirt him. We should redshirt that senior. Actually, no, let's play with both seniors. Let's redshirt the junior on this roster. Fullbacks, we're going to have to be moving positions around, guys. These guys are not actually going to be needed. In fact, we might as well redshirt all fullbacks because they're just not going to get used. I think it makes sense for us to not redshirt any receiver because we are going to need all of them. Tight ends, we can redshirt 2 of them. We're only going to need 2. And then O-line, let's be pretty aggressive with these red shirts if we can. Our O-line is pretty weak, guys. It's going to be very difficult to throw the ball every down if you can't block. But we will see how that ends up playing out. Now, defense, 3-3-5. So think defensive line, not that important. We're not going to be using a whole lot of them. Man, we have a 90 overall defensive tackle. That's very exciting. These guys should be red-shirted, 3-3-5, so we can use 2 of them. We'll leave those 2 guys. We'll leave the true senior there. I'm just shocked with how many of these guys are, sticking around. Or not sticking around. How many of them have not been redshirted? Like, this is kind of news to me. We need both senior safeties. They're going to get a lot of reps, and we should keep that 68 guy as well. We should redshirt him. He's 75 and pretty good. So admittedly, I want to see him, for the long haul. Actually, no, he's 75. We need him today. And let's redshirt him if he's not needed. And let's redshirt him if he's not needed. Cool. So we got a lot of red shirts. I feel good there. We need to focus on recruiting players that match our style. And again, since we're an air raid team, we should really go after receivers. And what that means to me is that I think we should pick a couple of... No, I don't think we're in the 5-star range yet. Let's pick a couple of 4 stars that we could realistically go after and see if we have any shot at getting these guys. These 2 we are in the top 10 on, at least. That's cool. And anybody that we're unlocked with, I feel like we should, have some initial looking into. Receivers are going to be key here. Receivers and quarterbacks, guys. That's going to need to be where our bread and butter is. Maybe tight ends, but not really. I'm not too concerned about tight ends. I'm honestly not even that concerned about running backs. I think that our receivers can play running back. I think they can be moved to running back. We should go after at least 6 or 7 QBs. And then defensively, I want corners that can cover. That's what I want personally. I want man-to-man corners, and I want to be able to put them all over the field, not necessarily at corner. And I want to trust that we can play good man coverage. I know it's hard to play man coverage in this game, which is part of the reason why I want to try and see if we can even do it. This is like a good, fun challenge to me. It's like, hey, can we play man coverage? This rebuild, we're doing this in May. We're doing this, with 6 weeks left to go. This rebuild is to help me get better at this game. Okay, we are at 28. At this point, I think we can go to recommended and see if there's any elite prospects that we didn't realize. No, this doesn't excite me. We'll add 2 of them, but really, what if we went to 4 stars and just sort of by descending interest? Are we... Oh, wait, we're only looking at recommended safeties. Guys, I'm so silly. This is recommended everything. Okay. Oh, still only 3 stars. That sucks. Okay, let's just go by 4 stars, and any 4 stars that have us as a top school, we should include. Great. I don't know if we're going to be able to scout them all, so let's focus. Also, there's 35, so how many points do we need to save for scholarships? 175. So let's start with QBs. I feel like we need to be confident with our QB. So we're going to spend as much of our hours as possible scouting them. It's, of course, the guy that we are second on is a bust. That's very unfortunate. This guy's a gem. That's very good to know. Another gem QB. Guys, this is interesting. I feel like 4 stars are going to have to be our bread and butter. We're going to have a smaller class this first year, but it's about getting stars in the door. Okay. I am cool. 3 gem QBs. That is just so cool. We're going to have to take this guy off our board because we are locked out already just because I think we added too many QBs. It's fine. Let's scout this guy. And I think we're good there. All right, let's just sort by national rank, and I'm going to give everybody scholarships real quick. All right, we are fully scouted, fully recruited. Who the heck are we going to play? That's the big question. Well, we want that home game against Fresno State early. I'm good with that. FCS, I don't want early. I want home games right around week 7 and 8. I feel like that's when we get good visits. So how about week 4? Let's play Bama each year. Let's make Bama the team, right? Let's go on the road at Bama in week 3, which means week 4 we should host someone very bad. Yeah, how about... Here's a fun one. What if we played... Yeah, let's play Coastal Carolina. Cool unis. Okay, I feel like I like our schedule. It's pretty easy, but I think it's effective at what we're trying to do here. And last thing here, upgrading the coach skills. We are tacticians because I have never done this. What do we do here? Let's focus on this pass game offense. This one looks important. Oh, it's 8 points? Why is it 8 points? Oh, that's okay. It's top to bottom. I'm silly. Let's go. Yeah, wide receiver, tight end, rating boost. That's going to be the most important thing, guys. All right, last thing I'll show you here in this setup video is going to be our first week of recruiting. And then we will go into the actual game in the first video here against Fresno State. But for starters, I just want to show you recruiting. We only have 400 hours to work with, which means we're going to go after 8 guys, okay? That's how many guys we're going to go after. We just need to be willing to do that. Let's start off by removing anybody that we're locked out on. I guess we're only locked out on a couple guys. And let's go and sort by interest. No, let's sort by national rank. And we have room for 3 prospects. I think we can go find some 4 stars without offers, and we should prioritize them. I don't think it makes sense to go after Max Halen, even though he's the number 3 overall player and he only has 1 offer. I just don't think it makes much sense. So let's see, are there any receivers or QBs without offers that we can go after? I don't think the answer is going to be yes. Yeah, it is not. Is there any 4-star player with no offers that we can go after? Also does not seem like the answer is yes. So let's add some 3-star receivers. Actually, let's add some 3-star athletes to this that do not have offers, just to get them on the board here. And we can always come back to those guys later. We're probably not going to give them offers just yet. Now, there was a couple gem QBs that I feel like we should go after. This guy in particular, he's a scrambler. And if you look at his stats, I mean, this is just really impressive stuff. So I think we got to go all in on him. And Finayu Horn, 81 speed. Let's go all in on him. We also know that he's a gem. And then there was one more gem. I guess that's it. We got locked. Oh, we got locked out of the other gem. Okay, now we should go after some receivers. I think it's worth our time to go after Jamal Stevens. No, I don't. No, I don't. I'm an idiot. Guys, we're not going after a 5-star. We are not a 5-star school yet. We should go after this guy because we are already in the top 6. We should go after this guy because nobody in his top 8 has recruited him. Yeah, I don't know who else to go after there. Maybe this guy with how those schools are going after him. Okay, we're going after 5 guys right now. All 5 are on offense, which I don't like. We should go after this defensive tackle. We are the top school somehow, even though he's a 4-star. I don't want to go after him because he's a bust, even though we're the number 2 school. I think we can go after this safety. Let's go after this D-end, actually. This D-end, and then I think let's go after this corner. Is he a man-to-man? Oh, he's a slot corner. That's fine. That's fine. I want solid corners. Okay, we picked our 8. Guys, first game against Fresno State. It'll be a conference game. I'm excited. I'll see you then. Peace out.